Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva.
Today, we are going to discuss the applications of dimensional analysis. There are three main uses of dimensional analysis. Now let's see what are the three applications. The first application is the dimensional analysis is used to convert a physical quantity Today, we are going to discuss applications of dimensional analysis. The method of studying a physical phenomenon on the basis of dimensions is called dimensional analysis. There are three main uses of dimensional analysis. The first one is to convert a physical quantity from one system of units to another, and the second one is to check the correctness of a given physical relation, and the third is to derive a relation between different physical quantities. So let us start with how can we convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another by using this dimensional analysis. So first we are going to start with to convert a physical quantity from one system of units to another. Actually, it is based on the fact that the magnitude of a physical quantity remains the same, whatever may be the system of units. Now let us consider U1 and U2 are the units of measurement of a physical quantity Q, and N1 and N2 are the corresponding numerical values. Then we can write Q is equal to N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. So this is very important here, children. Let M1, L1 and T1 be the sizes of fundamental units of mass, length and time in one system, and M2, L2 and T2 be the corresponding units in another system. So in one system we are going to consider M1, L1 and T1, and similarly in the other system the fundamental units are taken as M2, L2 and T2. If the dimensional formula of quantity Q be, we are going to consider as M power A. So we are going to take M power A, L power B, then T power C. Then we can write U1 is equal to M1 power A, L1 power B, T1 power C. Similarly, we can also write U2 is equal to M2 power A, L2 power B and T2 power C. Now, we are going to substitute this U1 and U2 in this expression. So, we can write N1, M1 power A, L1 power B, T1 power C is equal to N2, M2 power A, L2 power B, T2 power C. So, let us assume N2 be the another system. So, we are going to convert a physical quantity from one system to the another system. Okay. So, can we write it as N2 is equal to N1 into M1 by M2 the whole power A. Similarly, you are bringing this L2 also this side. So, L1 by L2 the whole power B. Then T1 by T2 the whole power C. So, this equation can be used to find the numerical value in the new system of units. Now, let us do one problem based on this. Let us convert the value of gravitational constant G from CGS system to SI system. Okay. So, the question is the value of, so we are going to do the sum here, children. I'll write the sum here. The value of G in CGS system is 6.67 into 10 power minus 8 dyne centimeter square per gram square. Dyne centimeter square per gram square. So this is plus, okay. Or else I'll write it once again here, children. Centimeter square per gram square. Yes. Calculate the value in SI units. So with the help of the dimensional analysis, we are going to convert the value of G from CGS system to SI system. So all of you are familiar with the formula, that is F is equal to G into M1, M2 divided by R square. So from this, we are going to find what is the dimensional formula of this G. Okay, so capital G is equal to FR square divided by M1, M2. Okay, so hope all of you remember what is the dimensional formula of this force. What is the dimensional formula of force? M L T power minus 2 into L power 2. You know this formula, that is dimension of this R, that is distance and mass, dimensions of mass, M into M. So what will you get here, children? This one M and M get cancelled. So you will have M in the denominator. When it comes to numerator, M power 1. Then you have L power 3, because here you have 1 L and L power, here L power 2, so L power 3, so T power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula. So from this we are going to write what is A, B and C. So we know that A is equal to minus 1 and B is equal to 3, then C is equal to minus 2. Now we are going to write the values in CGS system and SI system. So let us write here CGS units and SI units. So what is the value of N1 is given here, children? 6.67 into 10 power minus 8 is given. We don't know what is the value in SI system, which we are going to find now. Okay. Then M1 is equal to 1 gram. And here M2 is equal to 1 kilogram. And similarly, L1 is equal to 1 centimeter. Here L2 is equal to 1 meter. And similarly, we are going to write what is T1 and T2 also. What is T1? T1 will be taken as, so in CGS system, T1 is equal to 1 second. And similarly, T2 is equal to 1 second. Okay, now we are going to substitute it in our formula. We know the formula N2 is equal to N1. I'll write once again here, children. M1 by M2, the whole power A. L1 by L2, the whole power B. Then T1 by T2, the whole power C. Okay, so substitute it here. N1 is equal to N2 is equal to, what is N1? 6.67 into 10 power minus 8. Okay. What is M1? 1 gram. So 1 gram divided by, you have to convert. This M2 is 1 kilogram. So we are going to consider this M2 1 kilogram as 1000 grams. So let me write it as 1000 here. Okay. So what is A actually? We know that A is power minus 1. So substitute it here. And similarly, what is L1? 1 centimeter. So write 1 here. L2 is 1 meter. So 100 centimeter. L2. The whole power. What is B? B is 3. Then divided by 1 second by 1 second. Okay. So what is C? C value is minus 2. Okay. So N2 is equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 8. So When you bring this 1000 to the numerator, what will you get? Here 10 power 3. When it comes to numerator, 10 power minus 3, the whole power minus 1. Similarly, when you bring this 100 to the numerator, 10 power minus 2. Am I right? 10 power minus 2, the whole power 3. So 1 by 1, the power is minus 2. So you will get 1 only. So we are going to write it as 6.67 into 10 power minus 8. Here minus 3, minus 1. So what will you get? Into 10 power plus 3. And again here minus 2 into 3 minus 6. So N2 will become here minus 8 plus 3 minus 6. Right. So you will get 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. Okay, so what is the value of G in CGE system? It is only 6.67 into 10 power minus 8. But now in SI system, that unit, the value becomes 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. Okay, so this is the value of G in SI system. Now, what is the unit? So, Newton. Okay, Newton. Here, dyne. Here, Newton. Then similarly here, centimeter square. So, here you will get meter square. Okay, per kilogram square. So, we have converted the value of G from CGS system to SI system. Okay. So, this is the most important question, children. Okay. Now, let us do the second application. The second application of dimensional analysis is we are going to check the correctness of a given physical relation. So, let us take a very, very simple formula which are very familiar to you. We are going to check with the help of the method of dimensions whether the equations are dimensionally correct or not. Let us take the equations of motion. All of you are familiar with the first equation of motion, right? So, V is equal to U plus A T. This is a very simple equation. What is the dimensional formula of this V? V is velocity. So, all of you are familiar with that. LT power minus 1. Similarly, here U is also velocity LT power minus 1 plus acceleration LT power minus 2. Then again you have T here, time. So, T. So, check LT power minus 1 is equal to LT power minus 1 plus LT power minus 1. So, this equation is dimensionally correct. Okay. So, this is very, very, very important here, children. Okay. So, the relation is correct. You can also say it is dimensionally correct. We will do one more problem here. One more example, children. All of you are familiar with this equation, that is Einstein mass energy relation. E is equal to mc square. Okay. So, let us do this. What is the dimensional formula of energy? First, let me write here. Energy, the dimensional formula is m L power 2 T power minus 2. Similarly, for mc square. So, this is in the left hand side. So, let us write the dimensional formula of the quantity on the right side also. mc square, right? So, m. What about this c? Speed of light. So, L power 2 T power minus 2 because we know that c is the speed of light, speed, velocity. So c dimensional formula is lt power minus 1. So if you have c square, then it will become lt power minus 1 the whole square. So L square t power minus 2. So now you can say this equation is also dimensionally correct. Okay, so m L power 2 t power minus 2. So hence the relation is correct. Okay, tomorrow let us do the third application. So that is, we are going to derive the relation among different physical quantities. Hope all of you understood the first two applications of dimensional analysis. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, students.